Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have my 2025 college football week zero player props and best bets. It feels like Christmas today because we are finally getting college football back. I have been waiting on this all year long. My favorite sport to cover, my favorite sport to cap. There's so many edges to when it comes to college football. I will be your tour guide throughout this college football season. So hit that subscribe button if you enjoy college football. I will have picks all year long, every single week, without fail. I will have a college football pick for you. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you appreciate having the content that I'll be giving you as well. Also, I want to talk about the show a little bit. I have a new format that I'm rolling out. So if you enjoy the format compared to what I used to do, especially for my older subscribers, my followers that have continuously always ran it up for me, leave a comment. Let me know how you like it. Also, there's a recap at the end, way more transparent. I absolutely think it's going to be a super beneficial to people. The information is going to get a lot more concise, more data, and also more transparency. So if you appreciate that, leave a comment, hit the like button as well. We're going to get started here. College football is starting week zero. Can't get any better. I have four player props plus one best bet for you today. Great picks. Let's not waste any more of this time. Let's get to this money, man. So, no stats from last week, but I will be keeping a running total. Not too many people do this on YouTube. Not too many people keep a running total, but I will. That's part of the transparency that you get from me. That's why it's important to subscribe. That's why I appreciate the likes and comments. But we're going to get to my first pick, and it's going to be Avery Johnson of Kansas State. 2024 pass plus rush yards is at 254. Projected pass plus rush yards is at 272. And here's an important fact. Johnson and offensive coordinator both say he's comfortable and will be more involved in the running the ball this season. That's important when you're talking about pass plus rush yards because last season he did a lot of throwing and a lot of interceptions and trying to prove to, I don't know if it was the NFL scouts or it was the media or the people telling him that he couldn't throw the football. He wanted to prove that he can throw it. This year, he's put on 17 pounds of muscle. He has said multiple times he will run the football. Offense coordinator also said he will be running more this season. Playing behind a really good offensive line, maybe one of the best in college football, will give him time to throw if he needs to, and not to mention he will have some talented wide receivers like Chase Brown and tight end Garrett Oakley to throw the ball to. So really good wide receivers. Johnson is a true dual threat. So not just the runner, he can also throw the ball. He's improved on his passing. Really good offense coordinator coming in. Averaged 208 passing yards last year. I look for that to go up. He is on my season total picks. Um, in 2024, 46 rushing yards a game. That's definitely going to increase. Iowa State defense was ranked 51st last season. So, a good defense, but not great versus the run. 109th versus the run. So, a lot of open lanes. Avery Johnson should be able to exploit it. Conference game, so it's going to be close. Only a 3-point spread, so I'm not expecting any kind of blowout. Nothing like that should happen. Look for Johnson to be very active in the overall game plan, running, throwing, doing everything that he needs to help his team win, which he promised he would do. Uh, I had last year, he had 284 pass plus rush yards versus Iowa State. It was the last game of the season. So easily cleared the number last year. I feel like this number is too low. I got three prop king emojis. I'm super confident. Give me over 250.5 pass plus rush yards. I've been mixing and matching this pick even as soon as it came out. So I have so many units down for this pick. I absolutely love it here. Next pick is Jaylen Daniels of Kansas. 2024 average pass plus rush yards, 242. Projected pass plus rush yards, 262. Uh, Fresno State's defense was ranked 125th out of 34 D1 teams. That's pretty bad. Let's be honest. 125th out of 131, 34 D1 teams. That is not good. Okay. Ranked towards the bottom in almost every category. Jaylen Daniels is a 6 year senior coming off a bad season for him. I expect him to do a lot better with the talent and experience that he does have. He did lose Devin Neal, so he'll have to take more of a role as far as running the ball and throwing the ball this season. New offensive coordinator, but he has been with the staff. Fresno State, as I mentioned, one of the worst defenses, only returning three starters. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Either way, I think this is going to be a track meet for Kansas. Give me the over 250.5 pass plus rush yards for Jaylen Daniels. Next pick is Emanuel Henderson of Kansas. He's an Alabama transfer. He's coming in. I don't have receiving yards projection. I'll talk about that here in a second. He has impressed in camp. Coaches stated he was a breakout performer for the wide receiver group. So this guy's a guy that's earning a lot of, love from the coaches, staff, and his teammates. Working really hard from everything I heard. The coaching staff also said uh, he has the highest ceiling that any wide receiver that Jaylen Daniels has had the privilege to play with. That's high praise. Going against a weak defense in Fresno State. Um, Once again, he was a four-star going into Alabama, but at running back, they switched him to wide receiver. He never really figured it out. But with being an ex running back, there's one thing I know he's going to be really good at, and that's yards after catch. So, you know anything about yak yards? Yards after catch are for guys that catch the ball and can run with the ball. He was a four-star running back. He's definitely going to be able to run with this football and make some plays. I absolutely love his over 45.5 receiving yards for Emanuel Henderson. Next, we got EJ Warner here. EJ Warner, a lot of experience. Started 32 games over the last three seasons, averaged 246 passing yards, projected 198. Warner went over 184 passing yards in 10 out of 11 games he played last season. I'm going to say that fact again. Warner went over 184 passing yards in 10 out of 11 games he played last season. So he's went over this number that they have for him almost every game. He also completed 62% of his passes. So it wasn't that he was just chunking the ball a billion times. He was actually getting a high percentage. 62% is very good for a passer. Also, Kansas will not allow the run. Although the head coach has come from North Dakota State and that's what he wants to do is run, that is where Kansas has spent a lot of resources, a lot of money to be able to beef up that defensive line. So I think it's going to be a contrast. They're going to want to run Fresno State, but I don't think they will be able to. They will force them to throw the ball, which could be a good thing for EJ Warner because Kansas' weakest spot is their secondary. Lost a couple first round picks. High draft picks in the last few years, and so their secondary is Kansas' weak spot. So you're giving me a number way under his average from last year. He cleared it in every single game except one. I absolutely love his over 184.5 passing yards. I think this number is too low for E.J. Warner. Now we're getting into my best bet. It's Kansas versus Fresno State. I absolutely love the over here for a lot of things I already talked about. Got a really good quarterback, Jaylen Daniels. Experience going against a bad defense. They also, Kansas, have a really good running back, Henshaw. I think they'll put this ball in the end zone a lot. Fresno State will be trying to keep up. Kansas, like I said, also has a very bad secondary. I see them breaking a couple good throws down the field against Kansas, putting up some points. I think this number is entirely too low. I expect a track meet. Give me the over 50.5 for Kansas versus Fresno State. And now for the recap, we got Avery Johnson over 250.5 pass plus rush yards. You see, I have a confidence level that's something that I added 1 to 3. 1, low confidence. lower confidence, three, high confidence. Just want to remind you, I'm not going to give you a pick on the show that I didn't bet myself, so I'm confident in all levels. But level three is ultimate confidence, and that's what I have for Avery Johnson. Jaylen Daniels, over 250.5 pass plus rush yards, two confident level pick right there. Emanuel Henderson, over 45.5 receiving yards, two confident level there. EJ Warren, over 184 passing yards. Give me a two confidence level there. And then Kansas versus Fresno State, over 50.5 points. Give me a two confidence level. You see, there's a result section right there. I will fill that in next week as we get to our results on how we did. 100% transparency. This is an update of the format, trying to continue to make things better like I always do with my projections, with my picks. I just want to continue to get better. Of course, as I told you guys, NFL and college football futures are up. There is the link. You can also go to the playlist. I have college football season total wins, NFL season total wins, NFL season long player props, and college football season long player props. So a wealth of information. Hit that subscribe button. I will be your tour guide for the college football and NFL season. Also, hit the like button. Like I said, if you appreciate the content, the information that you're getting, if you find it useful, do me a favor if you're already subscribed, hit the like button. And of course, comments. Let me know how the new format's going for you. What do you think about it? How do you think it improved the show? Also, if you have a pick that you like that I did not have on the show and you just want to get my input on it, leave it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to get back with you. Absolutely love this show. College football is back. Let's go. Let's get it. Like I always say, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.